Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
February 11, 1900 America, New York. The promise of former Eastern Bloc economies is mostly unfulfilled. But those that joined the EU have done much better than the rest. February 11, 1900 America, New York. Asia's superpower does not always collect its debts on time. 39 developing countries have delayed repayment to China since 2000. February 11, 1900 America, New York. Australian dollar outlook. Is the US dollar in the driver's seat for AUD, USD? The Australian dollar faces headwinds as the US prepares for higher interest rates. Where to for AUD, USD? February 11, 1836 America, New York. PepsiCo, Spirit Airlines, Walt Disney. Stocks that define the week. Here are 7 major companies, including PepsiCo, Spirit and Disney, whose stocks moved on the week's news. February 11, 1836 America, New York. Cisco made $20 billion plus takeover offer for Splunk. Cisco Systems Inc. has made a takeover offer worth more than $20 billion for software maker Splunk Inc., according to people familiar with the matter. February 11, 1836 America, New York. Walmart drops mask rules for vaccinated workers. The retailer made the change after several states lifted mask mandates amid decreasing cases of the COVID-19 Omicron variant. February 11, 1753 America, New York. On Capitol Hill, a push to unionize house aides gains traction. Democrats have signed on to a resolution that would for the first time give house aides the same organizing protections other federal government employees enjoy. For some congressional staff members, frustrations with their workplace were exacerbated by the pandemic and the attack on the Capitol on Jan. February 11, 1751 America, New York. FDA clears monoclonal antibody drug from Eli Lilly. The federal government has ordered 600,000 doses of the monoclonal antibody treatment, which is meant for high-risk COVID patients early in their illness. Eli Lilly's new treatment is authorized for people who are vulnerable to becoming seriously ill because they are older or have a medical condition like obesity or diabetes. February 11, 1711 America, New York. Goodyear shares drop as higher costs raise concerns. The tire maker lost a quarter of its market value after citing increased expenses for everything from labor to raw materials. February 11, 1705 America, New York. Slate struggles to find its identity and profit. After high-profile departures, the pioneering online magazine is trying to find a new voice and a path to profitability. February 11, 1701 America, New York. The consensus on price controls. On the Chicago Booth Initiative on Global Markets last month is the following statement: price controls as deployed in the 1970s could successfully reduce U.S. inflation over the next 12 months. February 11, 1601 America, New York. Cost of pasta and tinned tomatoes jumps as shop prices rise. Research for the BBC suggests the price of 15 food staples across 4 supermarkets has risen 8% in a year. February 11, 1600 America, New York. The challenges of running a business in Ukraine's second city. There is a sense of déjà vu among the business community in Kharkiv, 26 miles from the Russia border. February 11, 1518 America, New York. Inflation may have peaked. The Fed needs to step gingerly. Part of the surge in prices stems from the pandemic's effects and the money poured into the economy to ease that harm. February 11, 1516 America, New York. Do used car prices vindicate Adam Smith? Used car prices have increased by 40.5% in the 12 months to January, to the point where the average new car purchased 1 or 2 years ago is now worth more on the used car market than its original purchase price. Nora Eckert. Why your car might be worth more today than when you bought it. Wall Street Journal, February 11, 2022. February 11, 1500 America, New York. Options 101. Tips for traders. Learning what options are, how they work and most importantly how to incorporate them into your trading strategy can have a seismic impact on the way you trade. February 11, 1456 America, New York. UK edges toward accord over Northern Ireland trade checks. Breakthrough comes after months of talks with Brussels over post-Brexit arrangements. February 11. 1445 America New York, private blog, risk of Russian invasion next week. Private blog, risk of Russian invasion next week. Private blog posts are exclusively available to Socrates subscribers. To sign up for Socrates or to learn more, please visit ask-socrates.com. February 11. 1430 America New York, oil, gold push higher as U.S. intelligence suggests Russia could invade Ukraine next week. Gold, oil and the U.S. dollar all caught a bid during Friday's session as reports surfaced suggesting that Russia could invade Ukraine as early as next week. February 11. 1430 America New York, cutting family ties. According to the latest findings, adult children are cutting ties with their elderly parents. Even television shows have depicted this phenomenon. On the murder mystery show Endeavor, the daughter of Detective Thursday is barely speaking to her father. February 11. 1348 America New York, private blog 1987 v 2022. Private blog 1987 v 2022. Private blog posts are exclusively available to Socrates subscribers. To sign up for Socrates or to learn more, please visit ask-socrates.com. Futures Day Trading Strategies. February 11. 1323 America New York, 10 things to get right before you start trading futures. Read this if you trade stocks. This article on 10 things to get right before you start trading futures is the opinion of Optimus Futures. February 11. 1317 America New York, Friday Assorted Links. 1. How engineers will resurrect Tonga's broken cable. 2. Is Putin bluffing? 3. Nate Mavis on context and scarcity. It is also worth thinking about how scarce context ties into efforts to understand people as regional thinkers, I would add. February 11. 1315 America New York, investors bet on firmer Fed action as U.S. inflation soars. UK growth accelerates, vaccination protests in Canada and the race for a super jab. February 11. 1300 America New York, one way to spend less, spread out your paychecks. New apps and the rise of the gig economy mean workers can get paid more frequently. That has a downside for people trying to save.